Hello, my radiant and courageous Leo souls. Welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom, your sacred space for decoding the grand pronouncements of the heavens. I am your guide, and if you have found your way to this message in this exact moment, I want you to feel deep within the lion heart of your being that this is a divine appointment. What if I told you that the heavens themselves have just paused, that a divine spotlight more brilliant than 1,000 suns has been sweeping across the cosmos, searching for its king, for its queen, and what if I told you it has found you? This isn't just a whisper on the solar winds, magnificent Leo. This is a clarion call, a royal summons, and it was announced with the unmistakable power of Archangel Michael himself. This is how your new chapter begins. This is a moment of coronation, the kind of celestial alignment that graces our skies only once in a generation. And the fact that you are here right now means your soul has been preparing for this ascension. Before we journey into the heart of this solar flare of a message, a transmission so potent that when it came through, I could feel the very air in my sacred space shimmer with golden light. I want us to seal this sacred pact together. This is our way of telling the universe that we are co-creating this moment. Please do me this honor. Go down to the comments right now and declare with all the fire of your soul, I claim my divine sovereignty. And if this channel, Cosmic Wisdom, feels like the spiritual home your heart has been searching for, press that subscribe button. Become part of this pride of light bearers as we walk this path of awakening together. Consider it your first act of stepping into your power. Today's message is unlike anything I have ever been blessed to channel in my entire spiritual journey. As I sat in meditation, preparing to connect with the cosmos for you, the energy wasn't just peaceful. It became electric. It was as if a throne was being lowered from the heavens. My altar candles, usually so serene, began to burn with an intense golden ferocity I have never witnessed. And in that brilliant holy light, I heard your name called Leo. It wasn't a suggestion. It was a decree delivered with the voice of Archangel Michael. And my beautiful Leo, I need you to truly grasp the monumental significance of this. You are no longer waiting for a sign to step into your power. You are the sign. Your courage is the beacon that others have been searching for in the dark. Your next roar of truth, your next act of creative passion, your next step onto the stage of your life. It is all part of a sacred coronation that is sending shockwaves through the unseen realms. This message was never meant for the masses. It was forged in celestial fire specifically for you. Yes, you. The Leo soul who has been courageously battling in the shadows, healing wounds no one else could see, and holding on to your inner fire even when the world tried to extinguish it with its cold indifference. And now, my friend, the heavens are parting, and the spotlight has found its rightful star. Your presence here, your energy, your willingness to open your heart is what makes these powerful transmissions possible. Every comment, every share, these are not just clicks. They are declarations of light threads of gold. We are weaving into a grand tapestry of collective awakening. So as we prepare to dive deep, I ask you one more time to seal your intention. If you haven't already, comment below. I received the divine message meant for my reign. It's more than a sentence. It is an activation key, turning the lock on a door to a future you have only dared to dream of. Are you ready? Because what I am about to reveal may not just surprise you, it may forever change the way you see the crown you were always meant to wear. Now imagine this with me, my magnificent Leo. For so long, you have been performing on a grand stage, playing a role the world handed to you. It might have been the role of the strong one, the entertainer, the perpetual source of light for everyone else. You have played it with grace and power, but lately the script has begun to feel hollow, hasn't it? The crown has felt less like a symbol of your glory and more like a heavy burden. This feeling, this divine dissatisfaction, is the first tremor of the monumental shift that is upon you. You are standing at the edge of a life that no longer fits the radiant, authentic soul you are becoming. The old stages, the past relationships, the limiting beliefs you've carried, they are not just loosening, they are beginning to dissolve like mist in the morning sun. But I want you to feel this in your heart, Leo. There is no fear here. This is not a collapse. This is a divine abdication. You are willingly stepping down from a throne that was too small for your spirit. This is not destruction. It is a sacred realignment. Where you are right now is not a punishment or a test of your strength. It is the gentle yet firm hand of the universe guiding you off the old worn-out stage and into the royal court that was always meant for you. When I say this is a 180-degree shift, I am speaking of a cosmic opposition, a moment of profound truth. In the sacred language of astrology, a 180-degree opposition asks us to look directly in the mirror to face the reflection we have been avoiding. It asks us to confront the roles that no longer serve our highest truth and to return to the center, the axis of our soul's purpose. For you, Leo, the sovereign ruler of the heart, powered by the sun itself, this is not a minor adjustment. My friend, this is your spiritual emancipation. The parts of your life that are dissolving right now are not crumbling to punish you. They are falling away to reveal the solid gold truth that has always lived within you. The part of you that has always been sovereign, always been royal, just buried beneath years of performing for the approval of others, of shrinking your brilliant light so as not to intimidate those living in the shadows. Do you remember all the times you roared when you wanted to weep? All the times you shone brightly for others? While your own inner flame was flickering, the universe saw it all. And sometimes it doesn't tear down the castle walls to destroy your kingdom. Sometimes it rattles them just enough to awaken the true king, the true queen, who has been asleep inside. So if it feels like your carefully laid plans are unraveling, if the version of yourself you thought you knew is becoming harder to recognize, I want you to take a deep, powerful breath with me right now. Inhale courage and exhale surrender. What you are walking through is not loss. It is a holy refinement. Life is not taking away the good. It is stripping away the gilded plating to reveal the solid gold beneath. The version of you that is beginning to emerge now is more powerful, more authentic, and more radiantly alive than the character you have been playing for years. This is where your faith deepens, Leo, not just in the grand cosmic plan, but in the unwavering royal decree of your own heart. In all my years of guiding souls through their most pivotal transformations, one truth remains eternal. The sacred often arrives disguised as disruption. It is in the very chapters where the old kingdom seems to be falling that a new, more glorious empire is laying its foundations beneath your feet. You may not see the full blueprint yet, but it is already being built. We don't always get to choose the timing of our ascension, but we always get to choose how we walk through it. Those nudges from your soul to leave the job that dims your light, to release the friendships that demand you perform, to finally say no to anything that does not honor your throne. These are not mistakes. These are divine breadcrumbs from the universe leading you back to the heart of your own kingdom. There is a profound beauty in learning to let go with grace, not with bitterness. It is like a master sculptor chipping away the excess marble. It is not done because the stone has failed, but because the sculptor sees the magnificent statue that has been waiting within all along. And Leo, that is where you are right now. You are not breaking, you are being revealed. In a world that screams for constant action, this season of your life asks for sacred stillness, for you to find peace in the glorious becoming. If any part of you feels like it is being turned inside out, trust that holy process. If certain doors are slamming shut, if certain roles are no longer yours to play, meet those endings, not with a wounded roar, but with a royal nod of gratitude. Not every ending is a loss, my friend. Some are divine invitations to finally begin your true reign. Now let yourself feel the power of this moment. Ground yourself in your own magnificent energy and speak this into existence. Comment below, I release the role and claim the throne that is rightfully mine. This is your sacred vow of trust. The bridge you are walking between the performer you were and the sovereign you are becoming might feel uncertain, but it is forged of starlight and it will hold you. Something glorious is already waiting for you on the other side. My beautiful Leo, have you noticed the calling cards of the universe appearing in your daily life? The repeating numbers, the strange and wonderful synchronicities. When you see 111, 444, or perhaps the royal 888 flashing on the clock on license plates on receipts, understand that this is not a mere coincidence. In the divine language of energy, repetition is resonance. And resonance means the heavens are trying to get your attention. When you keep noticing these patterns, it is like seeing the sun catch the facets of a diamond, revealing its inner fire. These are not just signs, they are celestial spotlights reminding you that your own inner frequency is beginning to harmonize with the very heartbeat of the cosmos. It is a direct reflection of the courageous inner work you have been doing. The healing, the boundary setting, the quiet moments where you chose your own heart over the applause of the crowd. These choices are now sending ripples of golden light into the universe. In astrology, when a planet returns to a significant degree in your chart, it signals a time when you are preparing to become more visible, not in a loud or desperate way, but in a way that is imbued with profound meaning and authority. For you, Leo, the heart of the zodiac, a soul shaped by courage, creativity, and noble radiance. These numbers are potent indicators that your life is entering a phase of majestic equilibrium where leadership becomes as natural as breathing. Until now, you may have looked outside of yourself for validation, scanning the world for proof that your creative gifts, your deep love, and your silent struggles have been seen. But this message is here to tell you with absolute certainty that the search is over. You are no longer looking for the light. You have become the light. The inner strength, the radiant confidence, and the warm generosity you have cultivated are now so palpable that people can feel it in your very presence. You may have noticed others are starting to turn to you, not just for your advice, but for your warmth, your sheer presence. They are drawn to the sun of your being. This is not pressure, my dear Leo. This is your validation. It is the universe's way of showing you that the radiant power you once sought from the world has been blazing within you all along. If this feels a bit abstract, let me share a story. I once knew a brilliant artist, a true Leo soul, who felt her creative fire was dying out. She worked tirelessly, but felt unseen. Then she started noticing the number 555 everywhere, the number of transformation, and creative freedom. Instead of chasing a new project, she took a week of silence to simply be with herself, to listen to her own heart. When she returned, she didn't just have a new idea, she had a new radiance. Opportunities and patrons began to appear as if by magic. Her time hadn't come because she worked harder, but because she finally honored the source of her own light. These repeating numbers, these sudden invitations, they are signs that your season of radiance has arrived. Energetically, this is when manifestation becomes magnetic, because your inner kingdom and your outer reality have finally come into perfect alignment. And if you are wondering what you are meant to do, the answer is simple: embody, do not strive. You don't need to chase the spotlight, you need to become it. Begin with small, royal rituals. Before you speak, take a breath and connect with the truth in your heart. Walk with the posture of a king or queen, not out of arrogance, but out of deep self-respect. Let your yes be a sacred gift, and your no be a boundary of light. These small, mindful acts keep your energy field clear and sovereign, so that your influence is felt with sincerity and power. Now is the time to look around your kingdom. What is feeding your soul, and what is draining your light? Choose conversations, media, and friendships that feel like sunshine to your spirit. Because when you nourish your inner world, your outer creations, your ideas, your leadership, your love begin to carry the weight of gold. Transformation becomes real the moment we claim it. So I invite you to anchor this shift with your powerful intention. Write this affirmation in the comments below. I am ready to embody the light I have always been. When you write your truth, you are turning energy into form. You are planting a sun-drenched seed in the garden of your life, knowing with every fiber of your being that what is rooted in authentic light cannot help but rise in glory. You are no longer waiting for the world to crown you Leo. You are stepping forward with grace and fire to claim the throne that has always been yours. When financial shifts begin to stir in the vibrant realm of a Leo, they rarely come as a lucky break or a random windfall. Oh no, my friend, for you abundance arrives as a direct reflection of your own radiance. It is the applause of the universe for your courage, your creativity, and the generosity of your magnificent heart. What is opening up for you now is not just a moment of gain, it is a fundamental upgrade to your entire empire. Imagine your life as a grand and glorious kingdom. For years, you have been fortifying its walls, tending to its people, and sharing your resources even when your own treasury felt low. You have poured your creative life force into projects, relationships, and dreams, trusting in the sheer power of your own heart. And now, the universe turns to you and says, "Well done, my noble ruler. It is time for your kingdom to flourish beyond your wildest imaginings." These turning points are often preceded by periods of deep questioning, aren't they? Doubts about your worth, fears about security, or tension around your own value. But those moments were not setbacks, Leo. They were sacred audits of your kingdom. You have been quietly letting go of any belief that told you your worth was conditional. And in that cleared space, a new golden economy is beginning to take root. This new current of abundance may flow to you as an unexpected leadership opportunity, a creative project that suddenly takes flight, or the recognition of a gift you've had all along. But the real question is not what arrives. It is how you will receive it. Will you accept it with the open hands of a sovereign who knows their worth, or will you shrink back, allowing old feelings of not enough to to tarnish this golden moment. This is where your cosmic timing is so perfect. The Sun, your powerful ruler, is forming divine aspects with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and royalty. This is a celestial window where mentors appear allies, champion your cause, and opportunities arise that perfectly mirror the integrity and passion you have been building in silence. That is not luck, my friend. That is resonance. Your task now is to refine, not to rush. Begin to notice not just how money flows into your life, but how it feels. Does it feel joyful? Does it feel aligned with your soul's purpose? Let that feeling guide the new structures you create to support your divine birthright of abundance. Surround yourself with symbols of your sovereignty. Keep gold or citrine on your desk to amplify your creative power. Wear colors that make you feel royal, deep purples, radiant golds, majestic reds. These are not mere decorations. They are energetic anchors for your new reality. And if you have felt that your generosity has not been returned, know this: every act of love, every spark of creativity you have shared was a seed of light. And the universal harvest always remembers. If you have felt burdened by debt pressure or a sense of lack trust, that this is your turning point. Not by some outside miracle, but by the royal way you now choose to move through the world. So speak it into the cosmos right now. Declare it in the comments I receive, the new financial kingdom guided by Archangel Michael. Let that be your royal decree, the point in time and space where your inner worth and your outer wealth begin to dance in perfect harmony. Let yourself open to this new level of peace and prosperity. It is already on its way to you. There are seasons in life when love does not arrive like a fleeting spark, but like the steady, magnificent rising of the sun, chasing away all the shadows of the past. My noble Leo, you are stepping into a profound new chapter where love is no longer something you must perform for, chase after, or fight to win. It is becoming a perfect mirror, reflecting the radiant self-love, the fierce boundaries, and the sovereign heart you have so bravely cultivated in your solitude. This is not a story about falling in love. This is a story about rising into a love so true, so powerful, that it feels like coming home to the throne of your own heart. The current cosmic energies surrounding you are breathtaking. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is dancing with your ruling sun, creating a celestial symphony of heart-opening potential. In astrology, this is not just about romance. It is about recognizing your own divine worth. It is an emotional sunrise. The fog of past heartbreaks and self-doubt is finally lifting. You are beginning to see others with a new clarity, and most importantly, you are beginning to see the true majesty of your own soul. Where there was once a desperate need for validation in love, there is now a quiet, regal knowing. For those of you in a relationship, this may feel like a sacred renewal, not because everything is suddenly perfect, but because you are both seeing each other's true light, perhaps for the first time. The old power struggles fall away, replaced by mutual admiration and a shared throne. This is your moment to speak your truth with love, to forgive the past, and to simply enjoy the warmth of a partnership built on respect, not need. And if you are currently single, my dear Leo, this energy is a divine gift. You are being powerfully drawn toward a connection rooted in sovereign truth, not in fantasy. This is not about finding someone to complete you. You are already whole, a radiant sun in your own right. This is about resonance. It is about two whole, powerful sovereigns meeting on the field of life and recognizing the royalty in each other. This soulmate does not arrive to save you. They arrive because you have finally saved yourself. In the tarot cards like the Sun, the Two of Cups, and the Empress all point to this kind of love, a love that is creative, devotional, and radiantly alive. But they also whisper a profound secret: love can only meet you as deeply as you have met yourself. So no more shrinking your magnificent roar into a kitten's purr to make someone else feel comfortable. No more confusing the anxiety of the chase with the thrill of true chemistry. Let love feel like your castle, safe, warm, and built on a solid foundation of peace. This is where your self-awareness becomes your superpower. Before you give your heart, ask yourself these royal questions. Can I be my full, glorious, unedited self in their presence? Do their actions honor my heart? Not just their words. Your answers hold the key to your freedom. Let this season be one of emotional sovereignty. You do not have to break off pieces of your crown to fit into someone else's story. The right love will not ask you to abandon your kingdom. It will ask to help you rule it by your side. I once heard a story of a queen who prayed not for a king, but for an empire of love within her own heart. And on the day of a total solar eclipse, a man from her past re-entered her life. What once felt like a battle of wills now felt like a harmonious alliance. The love didn't arrive because she chased it. It arrived because she had become the worthy ruler of her own heart. So prepare your heart, magnificent Leo. Get radically clear on the love you truly deserve. Then live in a way that makes space for that majestic love to arrive. And when you feel that soft, warm, powerful yes in your soul, trust it. You have already done the inner work. Now let love come and bow before you. If your soul is ready to receive this great love, comment now with all your heart, I welcome the sacred royal love I was born to experience. Because sometimes simply naming your readiness is the sacred decree that calls it forth. We have journeyed through so much today, my radiant Leo friends. And if there is one eternal truth I hope you carry with you from this sacred space, it is this: you are not being tested anymore. You are being trusted. Trusted with a brighter light. Trusted with a fiercer courage. Trusted with the holy and sacred task of becoming the magnificent sovereign ruler you were always destined to be. The universe is no longer asking you to prove your worthiness. It is bowing before you and asking you to finally fully receive it. Every moment you chose faith when fear was roaring, every time you chose generosity when your own heart felt empty, every single creative act you poured into this world, none of it went unseen. Now, the energy around you is shifting, not to train you for battle, but to place you upon your rightful throne. So often, we wait for permission. Permission to speak our truth, to love with our whole hearts, to lead from a place of authenticity. But what if I told you that this very message is your cosmic permission slip? This is your divine yes. The moment the long rehearsal ends and your true reign finally begins. Not because you are perfect, but because you are finally fully present with your own power, your own path, your own magnificent heart. So let me ask you this as we close our time together. What would shift in your life starting today if you began to act like the kingdom you desire is already yours? What truth would you finally speak? What creative project would you finally launch? What part of your radiant, untamed soul would you finally let the world see? The truth is, your light has never been waiting to be discovered by someone else. It has only been waiting for you to stop dimming it for the comfort of others. This world does not need another copy. It needs your original, brilliant, courageous truth. If you found your way to this message, I promise you, it is because your soul was ready for this activation. Your energy, your light, your presence here is a gift. So if any part of this message stirred the lion or lioness within you, do not let it fade. Claim it. Anchor it. Take one small aligned royal action today. Perhaps that begins by writing this final declaration in the comments as a seal upon your soul's new chapter. This is my season of light, love, and sovereign awakening. Perhaps you will share this message with another Leo who needs to be reminded of their own crown. Or perhaps you will simply close your eyes after this, place a hand on your heart and whisper to yourself, I am ready. My reign begins now. Thank you for the honor of your time. Thank you for bringing your magnificent heart into this sacred space. This community, this pride of light, exists because of you and for you. I wish you an abundance of joy, a kingdom of peace, and the unwavering success you so richly deserve. Go forth and be brilliant, magnificent Leo. The world has been waiting for your light. Never again ask for permission to shine.